Yeah, I think nothing changes, to be honest with you. It's a semi-final. It's 90 minutes away from a final. I think that tells you everything you need to know. I think the manager spoke to us. Us as a group of players know what we can achieve tomorrow night, and it's a game of football, you know. We can go out there and we can achieve something great for this club, and that's what we want to do. You know, we obviously know we're 1-0 down, but we have full belief, full positivity that we're going to go out there and win tomorrow night.
There's always been lots of talk about the game.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I think this season I've played the majority of games at number 8. Obviously playing with Thomas, it's allowed me to be, you know, that more box-to-box role. And I thoroughly enjoyed it, you know. It gives me a bit more freedom to roam around the pitch, get in the box, also do my defensive duties as well. So, yeah, I'm quite lucky. Obviously Thomas is there, that he sits in front of the back four and he lets me roam up and down. But, yeah, I'm really enjoying that position at the minute.
John?
Okay. I was just going to ask you, I think you were caught on TV cameras in the tunnel before the first game. If we don't have the ball, we die. Basically, I just wondered what you
Can I just put that to, I actually didn't, I don't think I said that. I think it was something like, I don't know how that come about. I read that after the game and I was like, I'm not sure I said that. And then obviously a big thing got made about it. I think I was just talking about in general, like, we obviously know PSG are a really good team with the ball, and sometimes you are going to suffer, but it's about, you know, how you defend, how you stay compact, and you know, how you can hurt them when you regain the ball. So yeah, I think that story got spun a little bit, but yeah, that's what I was saying.
Was that one of the hardest games through it?
No, not really. I think the first 15 minutes, I think the early goal probably shocked us a little bit, and it took us probably 15-20 minutes to get a foothold in the game. But once we started keeping the ball a little bit and started to create some chances, and obviously Donnarumma made some amazing saves, we had full belief. And then second half, obviously there was a little blip, probably 10 minutes to go, where they hit the crossbar, and we'll put one wide. But we had some massive chances as well. So I think tomorrow night it's going to be a really good game. And like I said, we're really positive and we have full belief we can come here and do something special.
Gary?
Yeah, I think you need to have full belief. We certainly have that as a group. The manager certainly drills that into us every single day. I think if we're the best versions of ourselves tomorrow night, and we know we can be that, you know, there's no stopping us getting into that final. You know, we really need to be positive. You can't come into a semi-final away at Paris and not have that belief and, you know, courage that you're going to come here and win the game. So, yeah, we're ready, and we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a really special night to be a part of.
Talking there, I've watched both of your free kicks in the first leg against Real Madrid about 100 times. How often have you watched them?
Probably about the same, to be honest with you. Yeah, it was a special moment, obviously, them 2 goals. Just the fact it was back-to-back, you know, it was the first one and then the second one straight after. I'm not sure I'll probably ever do that ever again, to be honest with you. But it was a real special moment, and obviously to help the team get through. Yeah, it was, to be honest with you, I'm still speechless. Like, when I look back at them, it's just incredible. So, yeah, hopefully maybe tomorrow night I can get another one. Let's see. Yeah, 100%. I think we showed we can do it. When we went to the Bernabeu the other week, there was a lot of questions on whether we could rise to that occasion. We obviously had a 3-0 lead, but there was still so much talk about them obviously coming back and playing at the Bernabeu, and we've not experienced that before. But I think as a group we handled that amazingly well. Obviously the atmosphere tomorrow night is going to be incredible as well, but we've proved that we can handle big situations. And tomorrow night's another massive step for this team, you know. We're a young team, but if we want to keep being one of the best teams and want to win stuff, we need to keep taking these massive steps. And tomorrow night's a big step to take, and we're fully driven by the fact there's a final, you know, 90 minutes away, so we need to be ready.
Sam?
Still to come from you over the next 3 or 4 years?
Yeah, there's so much more to come from me, I think. I think I've been doing it for such a long time, even at West Ham. I played at a really good level. Mikel, working under him, has definitely added more layers to my game. It's been incredible. And at the moment, you know, I feel really, really confident in my game going into games. I feel really assured, really confident that I'm going to play well and I'm going to help the team out. And obviously for the next few years going forward, I just want to help this club, you know. We're so close last few years to winning, obviously, Premier Leagues. We're in the semi-final now of the Champions League. The next step for us is to win trophies, and I sense that we're close, but to get over the line, you have to win that first one, and then I feel like they'll start coming in for sure. We have such a good group, but we need to keep believing and being positive.
Couple more on this road.
And you in the group?
Yeah, he's incredible. He's our leader, he's our captain. He trains every single day. He plays every minute of every game. He's one of the best lads I've seen away from the pitch in terms of how he lives his life. He's got the full respect to the dressing room, the way he demands, the way he drives the team, the way he speaks. you wouldn't see him as that type of character, but he really is behind the scenes. And he's been amazing for us. I wouldn't want anyone else being our captain, and I think the lads, feel the same way about that as well. Obviously, everyone has a dip in form. I've had dip in forms before. It doesn't matter, because he can deliver on the biggest stage, and tomorrow night I'm sure he will. So yeah, we're ready, and we're always with Martin, because he's one of our best players.
Ed.
Yeah, 100%. I think our second group game of the Champions League, we beat them 2-0, and it was the same team other than Dembele and Kvaratskhelia. Everyone else started and we beat them, so there's no fear. Like I said, I think the goal inside 3 minutes probably shocked us a little bit, shocked the atmosphere a little bit, but once we found a foothold in the game again, and we started creating chances, like I said, the goalkeeper made some amazing saves. We fully believed that we could beat them. Obviously it wasn't meant to be, but we've seen enough and we know enough as a team that tomorrow night we can do something really, really good, and we definitely believe that we belong at this level.
I'm sure you know the fans now.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just my job at the end of the day. I don't take too much notice about price tags and what I got brought for. Obviously, I can't control that. It's just me playing football, and I suppose it was the price West Ham wanted. But yeah, I think I knew when I come to this club that I could be consistent, I could be available to play games. Obviously, I've reached 100 the other day already in 2 seasons, and yeah, I just want to keep doing the best for this team, and like I said, I'm sure I will. And we've got such a good group, such a good manager, so now's the time to deliver.
Isan.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously with their manager Luis Enrique, he's really good tactically. Obviously our manager's really good tactically, and you felt that in the first leg. There was a lot of movement in midfield. They run around so much and create a lot of space for each other. The way they moved between the lines was really, really smart. But once we worked out, how we could, beat them, obviously we missed a few chances, but in terms of how we was driving with the ball, giving our wingers 1v1 opportunities, chances started to open up, and I think tomorrow night, we need to do the same. We need to have big balls, and we need to go out there on the biggest stage and show that we're ready to play at this level.
And last.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.